what we do to the land eventually makes its way into our blood and our brains. This can define a season. This must be Kochi's drawing. This must be the dream sickness. They'll sleep forever. All my life I've heard solemn references to the war. It never reached our village, but it touched the lives of our grandparents. What happened here in the valley, and how did it end? They believe a prayer put the soldiers to sleep. Is that possible?
Everyone's here. She's really going to do it. How can she be sure?
The shrine is protected.
How does she know?
Sonia knows.
How can she be sure? She can't know for sure. This has never happened before, has it? I don't want this. We need to leave. Let's just run.
Wait. Do you hear that?
Oh, God.
We're going to be okay. It won't be over soon.
Who is Sonia? What did she do to protect the people of the valley? Do their friends and family know what happened to them? Is she still waiting? The scale of the old world grew beyond human proportion, maybe beyond human feeling. The parking lot will never die. The elder showed me this symbol. The soldiers are from the prismatic grounds. I don't know what it's like to be that hungry. Music from a trio of performers. The metal, the breeze, and my mind. That last line is kind of disconcerting. This machine fueled countless tourists motoring into the valley. Supply lines must have been cut off. This is an actual car. They used to be everywhere. All this will be washed away. I'm looking at a memorial to the lost, the killed, and the maimed. We are so lucky the war never came to Cairo village. The people here weren't ready for a war.
Everyone's here. She's really... Everyone's here. She's really going to do it. How can she be sure?
The shrine.
Trying to imagine this place full of tourists, bustling with fumes, automobiles growling for territory. Something oddly satisfying about the sound of this haphazard percussive situation.
I've always prayed when I needed something, but now I just want to thank you. The calm you brought over the world. I'm in love with this silence. This moment. We're going to live. And we're going to remember.
I can hear the relief in their voice. This must be after the end of the season of war. This flower has a shimmering quality. We have Dr. Fumio's cures to negotiate with the exigencies of life as a conscious being. Here they have a religion. The form changes, our needs remain the same. The war was its own season, but the trauma of it echoed on into this season, haunting it. Those slips are prayers to this god for memories? There's something beautiful about the way the minerals catch the light. People prayed here. Who did they pray to? In Cairo, we have a statue to remember Dr. Fumio. But this statue is meant to be worshipped. This must be for writing something. But what? It'll open at night. This shrine is where it all began. I wonder if there are still monks in there. a symbol and a name, the din. These stones must represent the three gods of the valley. Music from a trio of performers, the metal, the breeze, and my mind. I smell hay, rust, and old warmth.
I recognize you.
Yeah?
You're the famous doctor. That's your boy. The one with the visions. I'm right, aren't I? I won't tell nobody.
We're just passing through.
I have a niece. She hears things. Voices of the dead.
I can't help you.
Please, give it some thought.
I can't treat anyone here in this valley. This is not a place to get well.
Where is?
I'm working on that. Take care.
It's surreal to find a piece of Dr. Fumio's past so far away from Cairo.
I recognize you.
Yeah?
You're the famous doctor. That's your boy. The one with the visions. I'm right, aren't I? I won't tell nobody.
We're just passing through.
I have a niece. She...
out of sleep. I've been gathering heartache, and I've been gathering courage. If my big prayer is wrong, if it goes against divine will, please spare the people of this valley. We're so desperate for peace.
All the rituals for the dead in my village require the body, so we couldn't perform them for my dad. But I can make my life a ritual for his memory.
The people here are so weak.
I heard gunshots last night.
That was us. What is that?
Look at the pond, the water.
What is that pattern?
Should we run or something?
There seems to be suspicion about the real condition of the dam and why it's being taken down.
We begin in our mother's arms. We open our eyes, but she's not there. We breathe in. Where is she? She is everywhere. And we breathe out. Good morning. Welcome. Congratulations. You have just stepped into a new season. You may feel as if you're seeing the world for the first time. You may have noticed that colors are more vibrant. You may have noticed that food tastes better. What you are feeling right now is how it feels to be liberated from the past. There once was a season that was beautiful, but everyone you met, their eyes were clouded, and their necks were turned backwards. They were weighed down by loss, haunted by the nightmares of another era. Now you may feel as if a great weight has been lifted. In certain cases, you may feel an unexpendable well of energy rising up inside you, because you know there is so much to do, that the world is ours, and it can be anything we want. With your help, we're going to do it right this time. You won't be alone. There will always be a hand and a voice beside you. There will always be a song to sing.
Tear down the ruin in your mind, the wound you kept inside, can you let it go? Share now the season in your eyes, the people that you find will forget what's yours and mine in the world to come. Tear down the ruin in your mind, the wound you kept inside, can you let it go? Share now the season in your eyes, the people that you find will forget what's yours and mine in the world to come.
What if, on the other side of all our fears, is a better world? Or a worse one? What if it depends on what we do right now? like the tune well enough. I wonder why it appeals to our bovine brethren. I'm doing all of this for you, and you're doing something for me.
These are Yuri's books. They're pretty heavy. This is an old religious book, The Prism of Yesterday. He didn't like to talk about his faith. I haven't read it much. Maybe there's a part of him in these pages, a part I never understood, that I could still glimpse. Maybe he would want me to keep this one. But I don't know. It just doesn't mean much to me. Yuri found this old tourist guide to the valley before we moved here. He was so excited. But this guide is really out of date. It's from way before the war. There's something optimistic about the colors they used. Yuri really wanted to take a trip to the archipelago together. We prepared for it a lot. Even taught ourselves a bit of the language from this book, but we never made the trip. It was always going to be soon, but it seems like the kind of thing no one does anymore. Which should I take with me? We have a special feeling for the season just before us, the one our parents grew up in. It's like it was right there, but we missed it. We know there were horrors, but somehow everyone seems innocent. I suppose I'll be leaving the other two behind. I know they're heavy, but would you want to take one with you? Yeah, maybe you'll make it to the Azan Islands someday. All right, this is going well. But I feel like I'm forgetting something. Or someone. The demon of shame and mourning. How could I have forgotten? Now, where did I put him? We need to bring the demon of shame and mourning. When someone dies and you're in mourning, you're supposed to keep the demon in sight at all times. He's supposed to remind you of your regrets. It's a religious thing. Our old cart broke. I overloaded it. So I had to use the wheels of his bicycle. Now he's so mad he won't say a word. I've packed my essential clothes. I don't know what to do with these. This was Yuri's best suit. Maybe when Kochi grows up, it'll fit him. That's a long time away, though. My island dress. I made this for our trip to the islands, the trip we never took. It was based on a photo of a seaside Azan dance. The hours I spent on this. These are some of Yuri's clothes from when he was a kid. I thought Kochi could wear them, but he says they're itchy. So what's the use? But to throw them away, he was a little boy. He would put these clothes and go to school. He grew up. Oh, God, this is... I mean, this hurts a little. Okay. Yes, let's bring it. It reminds me of our dreams together. Things we wanted to do. Let's see how this is going so far. We'll remember Yuri's excitement coming to the valley. The dress I made for a trip never taken. I'll remember the way Yuri saw my essence. I think we're almost there. Let's just look a little more. I went through all our old photos, trying to see what I might be forgetting. I love that view. Have you been up there, by the entrance to the shrine? The entrance is bigger than the shrine itself. Just across the river and up the hill. It's worth visiting. The doors to the shrine open when the sun goes down. The monk is still in there. I hope he'll evacuate. That's Matiora. She lives east of here, out in the woods by the river. She said she'll evacuate, but she's still here. It makes me nervous, but I can't complain. We're still here, too. That's Kochi. He was such an easy kid back then. He used to talk more, used to make up stories. I really hope the city has kids his age. It was already a small world when it was the three of us. Now he spends so much time alone. The past is such a heavy dream. And I never remember my dreams. But when I wake up, there's a cloud of feelings the dream left behind. Then the day begins. I move around, and that trace disappears. I wonder if our memories of the valley will drift away like that. Enough of these old photos. We still have work to do.
We build our lives out of what we leave behind as much as from what we carry with us.
My husband built these tools to study the valley. They were his life's work, and they took his life away, too. So what do I do with them? You can't buy tools like these. He made them. My husband didn't insult God, but maybe he stepped on his toe, and his life went out of him. There's the skin of our body that keeps us together, but there's also the skin of our minds. The skin of your mind can pop like a bubble, and everything that makes you yourself will come pouring out, and the earth will devour it eagerly, the way wind fills a vacuum. They might be incredibly valuable to a scientist on the other side of the world. I don't know. I also hate them. I get you're a curious soul, but I forbid you from using them. I don't care, but he did. He gave his life trying to understand this world. I can't keep these tools, and I can't throw them away. There's even more of them, bigger ones, out at his work shed. Okay, I'm going to turn away now. I want you to take them or throw them away. I don't want to know. All right, this is it. Oh. I killed him. The demon of shame and mourning. What was I thinking bringing it along? What an awful tradition. Kochi, you still want to take a final tour of the valley? Let's get those wheels back where they belong. I know what I'll carry with me. It's something I couldn't leave behind if I tried. It couldn't be crushed, like the demon. It's too many layers deep. I'll carry the part of me that's gone. There's so much life left that flowers grow along its edges. Something like that. I'm glad you came to Tiang Valley today. Thank you for being there for me. I didn't realize how much I needed a stranger's ear. Now, there's no rush, but as you try to wrap your mind around this place, feel free to come ask me questions. I'll be right here until night comes. I love sounds and music. If you have anything you recorded to play me.
He has been through a lot, and now we'll have to start all over again.
The sun is going down, so the shrine should be open soon. The monk is very reclusive these days. You and him are the two weirdest people I've ever met. So I like the idea of you hanging out together.
I recognize you.
Yeah?
You're the famous doctor. That's your boy. The one with the visions. I'm right, aren't I? I won't tell nobody.
We're just passing through.
I have a niece. She hears things. Voices of the dead.
I can't help you.
Please, give it some thought.
I can't treat anyone here in this valley. This is not a place to get well.
Where is?
I'm working on that. Take care.
That's weird. I don't know what this is about.
The people here are so weak.
I heard gunshots last night.
That was us. What is that?
Look at the pond. The water.
What is that pattern?
Should we run or something?
Oh, wow. This is the moment the war ended. The valley absorbs everything.
I've always prayed when I needed something. But now I just want to thank you. The calm you brought over the world. I'm in love with this silence. This moment. We're going to live. And we're going to remember.
It's weird to have a favorite god, but it would be the god of sleep for everyone here. He gave us this calm season.
Everyone's here. She's really going to do it. How can she be sure?
The shrine is protected.
How does she know?
Sonia knows.
How can she be sure? She can't know for sure. This has never happened before, has it? I don't want this. We need to leave. Let's just run.
Wait. Do you hear that?
Oh, God.
We're going to be okay. It'll all be over soon.
Those are people in the shrine during the prayer that ended the war. They packed everyone in there to protect them, so only the soldiers would fall asleep. I can't believe this all happened not that long ago, just before our time. Oh, I know where this is. It always cracks me up how beautiful her house is, right next to these waterfalls. And she's still so grumpy most of the time. Oh, I know this owl. His call is slightly different from the others. More billowy. It's nice to recognize a wild animal. Really makes them feel like a neighbor. Oh, I go up to sit and listen to this sometimes. It's so old, but it still works. I think it used to be more powerful, but somebody took the harpic out of it. These cranks. Somebody bred tons of goats during the golden season because they used to annoy the tourists. But it got out of control. We had to cull the herd. The birds around here are thieves. I don't know why. They steal everything, especially shiny things. One time, a bird landed on a cake I made for Kochi's birthday. Just landed straight in it. Didn't even eat any. We have a lot of migratory insects here, so I feel less attached to them. Farmer Layton's cows. He tried everything to scare them out of the valley, but they kept coming back. He was even going to burn the field. I think they'll flee at the last second, like us. We're very tired of hearing this. They've been randomly blaring it the last 2 weeks. If at least it played like every hour or something, it'd be less annoying. If you were wondering what kind of season this is, well, it's mating season for frogs. Probably not the answer you were hoping for. These cranks. Somebody bred tons of goats during the golden season because they used to annoy the tourists. But it got out of control. We had to cull the herd.
God of sleep, I've been gathering harpic, and I've been gathering courage. If my big prayer is wrong, if it goes against divine will, please spare the people of this valley. We're so desperate for peace.
That must be Sonia, the monk, speaking. I've never heard her voice before. The birds around here are thieves. I don't know why. They steal everything. One time, a bird landed on a cake, just landed straight in it. Didn't even eat any. Is that a flag flapping around? Must be the Greyhound flag. I heard they have that name because they found a bunch of abandoned equipment with it. Flags, uniforms, and just decided to use it for their group. But then they realized the name didn't fit, and are trying to come up with something else. I know this sound. These trucks have been taking people out of the valley for weeks. When they first announced we had to leave, everyone was furious. But slowly, one by one, people made peace with it and left. Everyone but us.